Hip-hop has been one of the most influential music genres in the world. Female rappers have played a vital part of its evolution, from people like Queen Latifah, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill, and even newer people like Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, Cardi B. However, despite the talent and cultural impact to some of these female rappers, they face a lot of challenges. And in this video, we're going to explore and talk about a lot of the things that are causing a decline in female rap, including the lack of rap skills, too much of an ego, the use of too many samples, and having too many ghostwriters. We're going to talk about that all in today's video. Stick around, stick around. To be a rapper, it requires skill and lyrical ability and just the overall knowledge of how to play with your words and make them sound a certain way. Nowadays, when it comes to the rap skill, nobody knows how to rap anymore. People put on a trap beat, a hip hop beat, a beat in general, and just start talking over it, and they call it rap. And that nowadays is becoming the norm. There's not a lot of bars anymore. There's not a lot of punchlines that have you really thinking, and that is the issue. When it comes to newer artists like Glorilla, Coyle Ray, and even Lotto, yes, they're able to make music that has the people talking, but none of the bars are sticking. None of them have lines or bars that are going to make people think about it 10 years later. Unlike artists like Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, we are still bringing up their bars today. A lot of the rap nowadays is microwavable, microwave, easy consumption, 1, 2, 3, 30 seconds. It's just not a lot of quality. But unfortunately, nowadays in the world of TikTok, you don't need to have a hit that is really resonating with people when it comes to the lyrical ability. Nowadays, as long as you have a voice and you can talk and you're able to go over a beat and talk about your pussy, you're now the next upcoming rapper.
Lick on my clip, make this pussy cream, do this.
Which is just very sad and embarrassing. It's like nowadays every other line is about coochie, but my man, give me that money, and hey, F me, F me, F me. Now, I'm all for women owning their sexuality and things like that, and I'm all for them, talking their mess and really talking their ish. But when it seems like every single song is about what you want happening down there, it just seems like you can't rap. It just seems like you are a stripper rapper. It just seems like you're a prostitute on a beat. Now, granted, I understand the freaky songs, they cause the conversation, and people love it. They love to hear, the freaky talk. They feel liberated. They feel really like, oh my gosh, yes, this is the next big thing. For example, WAP. WAP was everywhere. It was viral. It was the freaky girl moment. It was, oh my gosh, it was just, this song is so crazy. It causes the controversy in the media. It causes people to talk mess. People love that. People love the shock value of sex and freakiness and vagina. It gets the people going. And that's one thing I will give credit to for female rappers, is capitalizing on their bodies and making a profit from it. I definitely will say that. But moving forward, what iconic bar is anybody going to be saying from WAP in 2023 moving forward? There's nothing in there but shock value and things to just sound cool and freaky for the moment. Nothing is sticking when it comes to those songs like that. I'm not saying they can't make songs about sex. That's not what I'm saying. The men do it too. I'm just saying it seems like they have to rely on it for their success to be able to be popular and winning. And within those freaky songs, there are no memorable, talented level of skill of rapping. Now, sampling is something that is always done in this music industry. And it goes on and on and on and on to the point where samples have become samples of new songs. So, honestly, sampling is not bad at all. It's just when sampling is done in a lazy way, where the sampling is no longer creative in any form, shape, or matter, that's when it becomes a problem. And in today's society, we are seeing a repeat of sampled songs trend every day due to the lack of originality and creativity from these upcoming female rappers who just simply don't have any proper skill to create a hit. For example, we have Sweetie. Now, Sweetie is somebody who I don't really call a rapper. I call her more so of an entertainer, but majority of Sweetie's music is sampled. And like I said, it's not bad, but when you can only get a hit from a sample, There's a problem there. Sampling is an easy way to get a hit because you can just simply rely on what previously worked. You can simply rely on what people are familiar with, so people will stick to your song way easier. Honestly, sampling a song is not a bad idea if you're going to put a big creative spin on it. But nowadays, it seems like it's very lazy and just a bit rushed. Now, moving on. This next topic is a bit worse than the previous, where we were talking about sampling. Yeah, sampling is not as bad as having a ghostwriter as a rapper. Having a ghostwriter as a rapper, period, regardless of gender, male or female, is completely embarrassing. Rapping is about the art and knowledge of playing with words, and if you can't simply do that on your own, you're not a rapper. For example, Cardi B is the number one example when I think of a rapper who is not really a rapper.
What time is Cardi coming back? Is Offset really gonna write that Maroon 5? I don't know, but you have the...
She has ghostwriters who writes her music for her. Now, you may say, oh, being a rapper, you have to know how to rap with your mouth. Honestly, you don't have to have skill to talk fast and talk a certain way on a beat. That's not skill, but the skill is the logic and intellect behind it. And honestly, there has been so many different drama and situations in the music industry when it comes to having ghostwriters. For example, the girls are now sharing music. Okay, there has been a lot of leaked reference tracks. For example, Coyle Ray and Lotto. We have the song Blick Blick by Coyle Ray featuring Nicki Minaj, but in that song, we have heard a version of Lotto rapping the Blick Blick lyrics.
Holla, I dey diamond different color. I done ran nobody, comma, put it.
We also have another example, the Big Energy song by Lotto. There is a reference track of a man rapping over it.
Tell me how you want it. 3, 2, 1, camera rolling. Do it slow motion. Real bitch, the mother hoe.
Another example is Big Energy. That song was originally wrote for Cardi B, but Cardi B gave the song over to Lotto for her to be able to use it to have a smash hit.
You did Big Energy. Lotto.
I wrote it for Cardi.
I could see Cardi doing that.
Yeah. We went to Hawaii. Okay. I wrote it.
Now, honestly, it's too much passing around homework answers in the rap game when it comes to the ghostwriting and all that. There's no talent involved. And it's mostly men sitting behind these women playing Monopoly with the songs and the music and the writing. It's a lot of that going on behind the scenes. This is why I appreciate artists like Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, Rico Nasty, Doechii, JT, Flo Milli. All of these artists write their raps. And honestly, I personally just feel like the rise of Cardi B kind of lowered the bar and standard for female rap. Once Cardi B came into the game, that is when the whole entire conversation around ghostwriting was acceptable for female rap. And that lowered the bar completely for them. Now, honestly, I will have to give credit where credit is due. Is the music bad always because it has ghostwriters? No. That's not the case. It's just the simple morals of being a rapper that completely discredits them from their music. Because you're no longer a rapper, you're a karaoke rapper. You're a karaoke machine. You're a karaoke reciter. Now, this makes me really appreciate the artists and female rappers who really put their all into their craft when it comes to writing their music. Flo Milli, Doja, Ice Spice, Nicki. These artists, they have true passion for the art of female rap. Now, we've also seen Megan Thee Stallion in the booth writing her music, which I will also have to give credit for her for doing that. And with Megan Thee Stallion, we've actually seen her freestyle live on air. And if you're a writer, you're able to do those things because you write your music and it sticks to you and it comes to you easily because you're fast with it. Honestly, deep down inside, I do mind about them having ghostwriters, but honestly, if you had ghostwriters and you didn't act like you were the top shit as a rapper, I would probably cut you a little more slack. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you have ghostwriters and you didn't act like you were the best rapper alive, you had so much talent, hey, I could give you that. Which leads me into my next point is the ego behind these female rappers. The ego is insane. It's very, 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 very bad to the point where it even seems like there is no self-awareness at all when it comes to these female rappers. They release these tracks. They think they're going to be so top dog, And you're not even little dog. You're not even baby dog. You're not even the fetus of the dog. You're just bottom of the barrel scraping. Honestly, that's how I feel. Personally, I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a big ego and being confident in your craft and skill. But if you're freshly new into the rap game and you're acting like you have been doing this for so long, people need to give you your credit, your respect. There's something wrong and you're delusional. You're very delulu. For example, an artist that does not have a lot of ego at all is Doja Cat. Doja Cat is 4.5 years into the mainstream media market, and she still is trying to prove herself as a rapper in this industry. Doja Cat is about to release an all rap album. You know why? Because she is still hungry and has the passion for rap, and that is something that we do not see anymore. And for example, Coyle Ray, her ego is too high, and her album didn't even sell over 11,000 units, which is pretty embarrassing. I'm sorry, it's very embarrassing. But ego is a big, big thing when it comes to any profession, any talent, any skill, any career. Your ego can get in your way and it can really self-sabotage you. For example, Lotto's feud with Nicki Minaj was definitely ego-fueled on behalf of Lotto's side. She had that one song, Big Energy, that gassed her head to the top, thinking that she was bigger than Nicki and thinking she had the credibility to be able to go against a legend in the music industry, which was very, 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 very false, because shortly after that, every single song that she's released ever since that point has not seen Billboard Hot 100 at all. Ego, ghostwriters, sampling, and lack of talent have all came down to why female rap is completely just not really seeing its flourishing moments as of right now. But what do you think? Do you think there's more things to go along with this narrative as to why female rap is just flopping so bad in every department? But let me know what you think about it. Female rap has a chance to revive, but it will take a lot of change and a lot of deep work involved to be able to get to that point. But hey, let's talk about it. If you agree with some things discussed in this video, go ahead and comment it down below. If you disagree, let's go ahead and talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.